Hey everyone, Dr. Philip Foster here, the success coach with MaximumChange.com. Wanted to tell you a little story about me. When I was in the 5th grade, I really struggled with school and grades and tests and all those crazy things that you have to deal with when you're a student. And what I remember is that my 5th grade teacher went to my parents and said, by the way, your son really needs to be held back. And, I don't think he's really going to amount to very much, so you might want to start planning now. Remember, 5th grade, I was about 11 or 12 years old. He told my parents to hold me back, and then he said he's not going to amount to much, so you might want to plan on him maybe not going to college. You're going to have to find him a good trade school or whatever. Listen, I have nothing against the trades. My dad was a blue-collar worker. But for some reason, at that moment, as an 11-year-old, I heard what was going on, and I said, hold on a second. You are not going to decide for me what my life is going to be, how my life is going to turn out. And so that moment on, something within me rose up, and I made a decision at such a young age that my life would not be determined by what other people said my life would be. And I worked really hard. Now listen, I was still an average student, but I worked really hard. And you know what? When I graduated high school, not only did I graduate high school, I graduated with honors. And not only did I graduate high school, but I went on to get a bachelor's degree in business, no less. Now, again, I was still an average student. From there, I worked for a Fortune 50 consulting, tier 1 consulting firm. And then I worked for high-tech industry, and I worked in administration. And I made it all the way to a chief financial officer position. Again, the kid who wouldn't amount to anything at all and probably would never go to college. 10 years after graduating from university, I ended up earning my master's degree. And 5 years after that, I ended up earning my doctorate. And since then, I've written 4 books. You know what? I feel incredibly proud of the decision I made as an 11-year-old that has followed me throughout the life. I have been determined to not allow anyone to decide for me how my life will end up. And so every day, as a coach, I teach my clients how to live passionate, purposeful, successful lives and to not listen to the detractors that say how they believe their life is going to end up. You're good enough, you're strong enough, you're powerful enough, you've got everything you need if you make the decision to succeed. I'm Dr. Foster. I'm the success coach with MaximumChange.com, and that's my story.